Bipolar is a mood disorder, so people have mood swings. And I think people learning about their mood swings and the early warning signs that a mood swing is happening is really important. Recognising early warning signs is very much part of managing your condition yourself, managing the illness, becoming aware of your mood, change of mood. So I have had lots of episodes of going high, and looking back over them, the signs that I'm becoming unwell are always very similar. For example, not needing sleep, becoming over-religious, writing lots of letters, and lots of things, liking cigarettes, for example. They were always the same indicators. And once I got the hang of that and learnt that, it was very useful to, alarm bells would go, ding-ling-ling, why you're not sleeping? Is this okay? And I'd sort of check out in my mind. Everybody can have their own signs, and to become aware of that, be sensitive to that, and know really this is starting to happen, and actually think about what can I do about this. One or two people we interviewed had only just recently become unwell and probably not become aware of their early warning signs, but a lot of other people had actually, over time learnt to recognise warning signs, something's happening, mood's changing, and it's very, very important to catch it early, I think. In some ways people might not be aware, and that's where somebody else can help. It might be a family member saying, do you remember last time when you started to go high, you were doing certain things that were slightly out of the ordinary, do you remember that? Or a mental health professional can talk about your early warning signs, and maybe you're not necessarily aware of them. People we interviewed often spoke about how actually when people started going up it was very pleasant. Some people definitely found it difficult to recognise that they were becoming unwell when they were going high because it felt so good. This might be because they'd been depressed for some time and gradually their mood started to improve and they started to feel well and positive again and started to do things again. So it felt good. Other people just found that they were incredibly creative in that state and they wanted to be in that state and stay in that state, and they didn't seek help or advice because it was good. Going down is perhaps different. It may be that it's slightly slower and people sink down slower, and people don't, perhaps people involved in your life or people you don't quite realise. You can start to feel low, but they're low, not wanting to do activities, perhaps feeling much tireder, not having any enthusiasm for things. You're gradually sinking down. As it gets more, shall we say, serious, the delusional thoughts can really take over, and I think people could actually slip into another reality, if you like. I mean, the medical term is psychotic, and I think this is, when people are in that state, you're kind of losing a sense of, what's real, and that can be actually quite dangerous for the person. Especially, some people we interviewed, some carers we interviewed said that the person they were caring for just disappeared and they had no idea where they were and what they were doing. So that's really reaching, a crisis point where things really are quite out of control, as somebody said.
Well-being is something like looking after yourself holistically. So you're not just thinking, am I physically fit? Am I getting sleep? Am I, learning all the time, and so on. It's all those things. In the research, it was really confirming. It's not just about ups and downs. It's not just about the episodes. Is somebody going manic? Is somebody going low? It's the bits in between. Are people looking after themselves? Are people getting support in looking after themselves? And I think that's absolutely key.
An official message from Medicare.
The Johnsons cut their prescription costs, got extra benefits.